enjoy some groundwork footage of me and Kimanie right after she got dewormed, and me explaining why I waited so long to stick my finger in her mouth after I dewormed her. Enjoy the video. Okay, so I do believe I pick up her feet. I stick my finger back in her mouth shortly before we end the session. And the reason I waited so long to do that was I didn't want to do it right after and teach her that every time you get something in your mouth, something automatically is going to poke in it again right after. If that makes sense. We do practice some leading and picking up the front legs and rubbing all over her body. I haven't worked my way completely down her back legs yet. I just want to have a bit of a better handle on her and her understand what yielding the hindquarter means. Just in case she does kick out, I want to be able to kind of make her move her feet. And I don't want to have to unsnap the halter, close the gate, and all that fun stuff in order to get her to move her feet. So, yielding the hindquarters is going to be the first step before we go all the way down the back legs and ask them to pick up. At least that's how I do it. You can see she's leading pretty nicely here. Kimanie, your bucket is empty. Here, I'm just giving her some pets. I like how she's lowering her head when I'm loving on her. She's doing so good. As she's standing over here glaring at me because her grain bowl is empty. You guys will see Boog's video soon. It was very interesting. I was just giving loves and petting on her. I think it's important to spend time with them and love on them too. Not just go out and work. Here I'm asking her to pick up her foot and hold it up a little bit longer, so I just keep squeezing. And then I let go. I do let go at the wrong time right now because she doesn't quite understand what I'm asking, so I just want her to get the concept that it's to pick up and hold. So she held it a little longer, so I just left it at that. And ask her to lead again. She's doing fairly well. Like I said in the last video, she still has her bracing moments, so that's normal. Boog still has his, so I don't know who halter trained him. It wasn't me. He still has his bracing moments too. So I just kind of pull her off her balance. Trying to get her up beside me, but she's trying to go around me. That's alright. That's why I'm paying attention and looking back. I don't want that rope getting wrapped around me. You can see this side. She doesn't want me on her left side. That's why she's bracing here and kind of hesitant. So I'm just going to keep pulling and pull her off her balance if I have to. So I'm just going to keep pulling. Take her off her balance. So since she was being a little tight and bracy, I decided to wrap the rope around her butt. I didn't automatically just fling it on her butt. I let it kind of flap all over her for a little bit first. So I also don't want her getting into the idea that, or into the habit that as soon as this rope touches her back, she needs to spin. So that's why I kind of take my time and play with the rope a little bit. And then I put it on her butt because I don't want her thinking every single time that rope touches her back or her butt that she needs to spin. Because that's not what I'm trying to accomplish. So I just pull. And I automatically want her to come a couple steps forward. She does a little bit, but then she braces up again, so I keep up pressure. If she comes forward and then is soft, I'll leave her alone. But if she comes forward a little bit and then automatically braces, I'm going to keep applying pressure. Here she's fighting a little bit. Just keep up pressure. I do have to say, yielding the forequarters and halter training are my least favorite. I absolutely hate them. She's fighting me a little bit here, so I'm going to pull her off her point, off her balance. By pulling them off your balance, what you're doing is you're just walking side to side like this, and it's harder for them to brace. I'm just going to keep pulling. She's fighting, so I'm going to come sideways a little bit. As soon as she gives, I'll give. I'm going to come in and rub all over her. Now, another important thing is I only want her to pick up her legs unless I ask. So if I don't squeeze, I don't want her lifting. Because then you get horses kind of like Boog, where somebody else taught him to lift up his feet. And now every time you try to put a boot on, he constantly just lifts and stomps his foot. So just some habits that I've learned and seen that I don't want her learning. Here we do some backup. That was good. Better than the last time. Give her some loves. Just hug onto her for a minute. I like just loving on her and seeing what she's comfortable with, what she's not. Right there, I stuck my finger in her mouth and she kind of still smells that medicine on it. But that's why I waited so long, is I just didn't want her to think as soon as, you know, she just got something shot down her mouth that she's going to get another something jabbed in her mouth. Oh, she just wants scratches. So we are going to start teaching the head lower cue. And I've done this one other time with her off camera. And it didn't go well. She got the rope off and got away from me. So what I'm going to do is take off the halter. And just put pressure on the top of the halter, on the top of her pole. And as soon as she gives right there, I'm going to release and take it off. So that is the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed.